What's up? It's the 5th of May. It's the 5th of May. I'm awake, I'm alive, I'm happy, I'm grateful. Man, I didn't do my gratitude this morning. Well, I didn't sleep a full night either, but I'm thankful. Thank you for everything. Thankful I got air, I got water, I got food. I got to take a shower. I did sleep. I got to put my head on a pillow. I had a blanket, roof over my head. I'm alive. I'm happy. Kind of sad, but happy too. Yeah, man. Life is crazy, bro. Life is crazy. Especially girls' night. Ugh. Crazy, man. I ended up going out last night and get a bite to eat and then try and go listen to some music downtown with a buddy. And I knew every time our energies combine, like, life is fire. Like, it's crazy. Everything's meant to be the way it's supposed to be. We live in the moment, and we know that there's reasons behind what's fixing to happen. Even if we can't understand the reasons or we don't know what the reasons are, it just seems like we meet people, man. Or they meet us, and it's a weird demographic between me and him. Number one, because I don't know, man. I post up when I go out, and I just like watching people, man. I get engulfed with people. And I'm ultimately, like, when I go out, I'm never ever looking for something more than just the interactions with people. I don't know what I was talking about, but yeah, like I said, dude, I don't know what it is about me, man. I don't know, maybe it's just, I'm such a fantasy dude. Like, I go into a place, I post up, listen to music, and I'm watching people mind my own business. Ultimately not looking for love, not looking for an escape, not looking for, I always deemed it fake interactions, or unauthentic interactions. But a lot of times, it's because I'm not looking for something that's not gonna last. Like, I'm always some weird fantasy dude in my head, man. Or like my heart's already given away type stuff. Like, I can't. It's so weird because I have two sides. I have the animal side and my natural needs and wants, and then I have the Cody. The Cody side that has a bunch of morals and guidelines and stuff creeds that I live by that help keep me in line. They're not good or bad, but they help keep me out of situations that I don't want to get into. Just because when I do things 100%. Like, there's no other way for me. And especially when it involves another human being. Like, I'm not, it just makes zero sense to me. And a lot of it is just, it's a reflection of what I want done to me. Like, I don't want, maybe I get attached too easy, or so instead I just create walls and don't get attached. And I friend zone people, but I'm super aware of it now, and I'm trying to live a little bit different. But at the same time, I'm not gonna go past those limits either, 90% of the time. But saying all that, I just like watching people, man, and it's weird. It's like, is that all that there is, man? Going out, going downtown, getting smammered, dancing, having fun, right in the moment. But then, what is it like when you wake up the next day? Like you're back into the whatever world that you created, and you're still alone. Like you wake up next to somebody you don't even freaking know, and you don't even know what happened, and you don't even know how you got home. You don't even know where you've been for the last 2 hours, and who knows? And I watch these people, man, and it's so crazy, man. Like I watched, we was at this place and listen. I was posted up in the corner, close to the band, listening to the band, really getting infatuated with the drums, because a couple weeks ago someone said that drums have, like, you got to be good at math to play the drum. I don't have a clue. I have zero idea. I don't play the drums, but like I was watching this dude play the drums. I was just watching the sticks go up and down like fire with the beat. You know, I could feel the beat. I love music, and the issue is so I like to do things in threes, right? If I get three confirmations on something, I will do it. That's the universe, God telling me that I should do this. And so whatever. Like last weekend, someone asked me if I played the drums. I was like, you should play the drums. And so I was like, whatever. So then I was just watching this guy at the band play the drums, while watching the rest of the room as well, and ultimately just minding my own business, just having fun, like, because as much of a not introvert that I am now, and how confident I am, I'm still an introvert at heart. Mostly because I don't want to infringe on somebody's free will. Like, because I don't want to initiate conversation with somebody, and who knows? Because I know what's going to come out of my mouth. I'm going to start throwing sparks of crap, and like I said, I want to make sure I ain't no snake, but make sure all my intentions are good and my heart is good always, and it's difficult because like I said, I'm battling an animal side of Cody. And over the last couple of days, like, man, I'm understanding, like, that's part of me, though. That's part of who I am. Like, I'm a monster, like, literally. Now, I can be, but it's a freaking struggle to not be that. You know, because in my head, I understand I can justify anything. And, you know, as time goes on, I'm trying to justify not going ham and going crazy in this world and doing my animal side stuff as much as I want. Even though I know I shouldn't, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm questioning everything. But I always question everything. But whatever. So I'm just watching people, and I'm watching this kid supposed to be on a date with this girl, and he's real shy and timid, and she's dancing all over the place, having a good time, and he don't know what to do, and I don't know. This other guy was dancing with her, and you could just see this little man just breaking, and you can just see him go through all the emotions of he's not worthy enough. But that's his own perception. Like, it's because he's not dancing with her or showing her a good time, and he's not confident in himself. I mean, and his stature was kind of close to mine, literally. Like, I'm no bigger than he was, and And then out of nowhere, she comes up to me and starts talking to me. I'm just posted up in the corner minding my own business. And, whatever. And then, whatever. She gives me her numbers, whatnot. But it's just, I saw, because used to be, I would be the other dude that was sitting there getting my heart broken. But ultimately, it was me, not confident in myself and not feeling worthy. But ultimately, he created that for himself because he wasn't confident in himself, so he wasn't dancing with her or just having a good time and not caring. And so then the girl was like just trying to have a good time, and she doesn't need to stop doing what she's doing to go cater for him. Like, it's just a weird demographic, but I saw him turn into a little boy. Like, it's just pitiful, man. And then, but it's like I was there, bro. I was there, and I probably shouldn't have took this girl's number, but I really wasn't paying attention at first to what was going on. Because I was watching people and the drums, but it's whatever, dude. And then you just see other people just having fun, like they're a little tipsy, no inhibition, just having fun dancing, like cool, whatever, with their girls night, Things get crazy at girls night, and I don't know. I just like watching people because I'm just watching the way people dress, the way they carry themselves, the confidence, kind of what they think about me. Because I always just post up in the corner, like just have dancing, not dancing too much or not, just whatever, just drinking, listening to music, watching people, like control my area. And you come into it, we can talk. You don't, I'm not gonna come out. I'm not gonna reach out and talk to a lot of people unless I get some signal or something. Just because I'm still trying to learn with my new perspective, like what's going on, and I'm just trying to soak in as much information about humans as possible. And that's kind of why I like to go out a little bit, because I like to see with a new set of eyes, like how people are reacting, kind of what they're chasing, and watch the emotions change and fluctuate, and what they're out there doing, trying to find love. Everyone's just trying to find love, and have a good time. And like I said, I talked about it. Everyone's just trying to F everybody else. Like, literally. Like, that's part of your animal nature. That's cool. That's fine. But that's not your worth. You know? And then it sucks because, like, you have to get... And I know this to be true for me back in the day. Like, I had to get drunk to go dance. Like, I had to get hammered to go have fun, because then I didn't really care. I was super confident. I was just having fun. I felt good. I didn't really care or think about how I looked. The beat make me dance. I have fun. And now, like, I dance by myself all the time. I don't care. And if people see me, they see me. If they don't, they don't. When I'm out in the bars and stuff, it's a little different, because I tend to, number one, the music is not my music right now. Like, I'm not into it. It doesn't get me hype. It's just not the same anymore. I don't. If they were playing my Amazon playlist, I'd dance, but they're not. And I don't know. I just don't get a hype with regular people anymore. Music. I don't know what it is. It's just I'm different, and I want to be different always. So, like, if everyone's doing something, I'm not doing that. I just ain't doing it. And whatever. I just love watching people, and it's crazy, man. And but like I said, when me and this buddy get together, like, we just meet people, bro. It's weird. And interactions together is just crazy with people. And so we leave that place and we go to another place. and everything was closed except one bar. And I was like, he's like, you want to go in there? I was like, nah, man, let's go somewhere else. So we ended up going somewhere else, and just wasn't my atmosphere, you know. And so we ended up going somewhere else, and dude, I don't even know what happened. Like, how did we? So we walk into this place. We go to one place, listen to some music till it shuts down, and then go to another place. And dude, the interaction with people are hilarious, and it's actually pitiful, man. It's so pitiful. Like there's a lot of homeless out there, which is fine. It's cool, and they're all out there just trying to make a living. And one dude was playing a cup. He had a white styrofoam cup, and it was pretty good, man. He sounded good, and I don't know. It's cool just to see people doing stuff like that. I don't know, as long as they don't harm people, I don't see no foul in it. But we go into this one bar, and they got music there, and I'm just watching people, watching the singers, just posting up again, just being me, being Cody. And this girl gets, whatever happens, and then this girl kind of gets she kind of gets turned down, man, and she's just trying to have a good time. She's just looking for love, man, or looking for attention. And as soon as it happens, which I turned her down too, but I'm not looking for that, right? And but I was still a friend. I'm a best friend. I'm a friend. I'm a genuine guy. And so she turns to me and says, why am I not enough? Like, why am I not enough? And I had my sleeves rolled up, which I got these tattoos. I said, girl, I said, you are enough. I was like, you are more than enough, girl. I said, I've been in your place. Like, I know how you feel. Literally. Like, I watched her. She was out there trying to give it her all. And then she walks up to me and says, I am not enough. And I was like, my heart just broke, man. And then she starts talking about that she don't look like everybody else around here, all tall, white, blonde-headed girl. Like, I was like, girl, I was like, you're beautiful the way you are. Like, you're fine. Like, you are enough. It's just what you're doing out here, trying to get attention from other human beings that aren't enough, that say that they're not enough, and everyone's just trying to look for physical gratification in the moment. I was like, girl, you are enough. And I showed her my tattoos. I said, look at this. It's like a year ago, I thought I was all these. I wasn't any of these things. It's like I stood right there in your shoes. Someone walks away from me, and I gave everything. I was willing to give everything. And it's like, damn, I'm not enough. I'm not enough. And then, like I said, a human being, like, this is my life. People tell me everything that I don't get it. Like, what is my purpose when a freaking girl just out of nowhere looks at me and says, I am not enough? She's more than enough. All of us are enough. It truly breaks my heart. Because I was in the same position. And no matter what anybody told me, it didn't matter. Honestly, like, Because the thing that I wanted, I wasn't enough for. Is what it looked like. It was not enough. But that's so far from the truth. I'm more than enough. And all of us are more than enough. It has to do with the other person not capable of giving you that. Some of them, they're not. They can't. Legally, they're binded. Or they don't know who they are. They don't think that they're enough for you, so they run away. And so it's just a battle of enoughness. When we're all already enough for each other. But it just broke my freaking heart, dude. A stranger looks up to you in the eyes and says, I am not enough. Like, what do you do? When you know that she's more than enough. And I said, you were more than enough when you were born. The day you came out the womb, girl, you were enough. And just because you think that you are different than all these, you're not blonde-headed and tall, like, that has nothing to do with anything, girl. Like, who cares? You're your own self. Like, you're special. Like, I don't hate to say special, but you're unique. Like, you're fire. You got so much love to give. And I'll give you my time. But it doesn't mean I have to be like, I'm not going to get physical with you and stuff like that, because that's not my place. That's not what I'm looking for. But girl, you're more than enough. And it's sad because in this world, like, that's how we find our enoughness. If someone's gonna whatever, and that's not it. Like, we're always looking for one thing only, like sex and all that stuff. Like, and that's what people think. If they give them attention, then that's their worth, and it's not it. What we can do in one night together, who cares? And then we wake up and go separate ways the next day. It's so pointless, man. Really. And anyone who listens to this, you know it's true. You know you're chasing a drug that fixes you in the moment, that covers you up in the moment, but that's not what you're wanting. You just don't think that you're enough for the other stuff, for the long term. And you are. Yeah, it takes sacrifice and you gotta change things. And you gotta communicate. But you're more than enough. It's so sad, man. A grown-ass woman in the middle of a bar look at you and say she ain't enough and start to freaking cry. What do you do, man? That's what's wrong with this world, is we all think we're not enough. And I remember the last time that happened to me. A year ago. So I know when you have to question yourself that you're not enough. And it freaking hurts. It's tough. It's difficult. But it's the last time ever that I think I'm not enough. Because we are all more than enough. And we're all worthy of love. But both parties have to understand that both of them are worthy of it. And both parties are enough. And then to do stuff for real. Like, don't, like, really show the other person and accept it. Like, I get it, man. I didn't accept love my whole life. And people don't understand it. Like I said, when I talk to people, I have to tell them, like, look, I understand that the way I perceived my life may not have been the way it was. in the real world. But that's what I created. So it was real to me. And that's the way I perceived it. But all that was not true. It wasn't the real world. It was just what I was playing in my head. And everyone has ups and downs, and everyone has issues. Like, but I'm gonna tell you now, the human being that I am, and I'm gonna love everyone completely. I may friend zone you completely too. But if I don't friend zone you, and I tell you, and I go further than that, like, I mean it. I damn mean it. You're more than enough. Any way you are. And I'm willing to deal with all of it. Because humans are freaking fire, dude. And that's part of the enoughness. Is you're the way you are. That's enough for me. And when I give people time, that you're enough for me. You're enough for everybody. But every time I go out, man, it just breaks my freaking heart. Like, we have fun and we meet people, man. Like, we met another guy, big old football player, dude, been to jail. You know, had a rough life. We ended up hanging out with him, too. Like, just, it's crazy. So I'm walking around with this wounded girl that's not enough. And we're just trying to kind of, keep her safe. And ultimately, trying to get her home or where she needs to go. Because she's all alone. All her friends left her. And like I said, she's out here trying to find love, man. Or some attention. She just needed some attention. So we gave it to her. But we just trying to make sure she made it home. Or to the airport, whatever. And then we got this big old 6'4" dude hanging with us. Different walks of life. But it didn't matter. Like, we were just showing love last night. It was so crazy, bro. Like, just being genuinely nice to people. Taking time, smiling at people. I'm just soaking it all in. Just looking at the world, watching people. I do this all the time. Everywhere I go, I do this. Everywhere I go, I'm just putting information in my bank for future. And how I'm going to use it, I can't really explain. But I do this when I go to random churches too. Every now and then, people invite me, and I go listen and see what they're talking about. I watch the people. I watch the pastors. I just put that information in my bank because I will use it at some point. I'm just trying to learn what's going on with people, man. And it's weird. But yeah, man, like I told my buddy this morning, I was like, last night was fun, but it was so sad to me. Just to see these people and they're broken and they're chasing instant gratification or escapes. Not all of them. Some of them are out there with the whatever, but it's just like, I see it. I've done it. I lived that life before, man. And it just doesn't. It's not real. It's just a blip, and then you wake up the next day and you're still alone. You still got your problems. And I needed to be working today, but I didn't get home till late, and I need to work tomorrow. I'm trying to just let it all soak in, man. But I'm in the damn middle of a bar about to cry. This girl's crying in front of me because someone walked away. And she looks at me and says I'm not enough. I'm not enough. And that's what I said. I just whipped back in my past to the last time that happened to me. And I broke my heart. And then I just pictured like a little girl, man. Like, Daddy, why am I not enough for you? It's just ridiculous, man. Life is crazy. I don't know. I'll be back in a second. But yeah, I don't know. Last night was crazy. I'm trying to just process everything, and like I said, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not a snake. I'm trying to just make sure I can provide help for people, man, and and I can make a change in this world, and it's not easy. And that's why I have to keep telling people, like, look, I look happy, and I am, but I've gone through hell last year. It's been difficult. No one really knows. It's rough facing yourself, but it was all worth it. And I was double-minded, dude. Like, I keep looking back, I'm like, dude, I was so double-minded. And maybe I did need drugs. Like, maybe I needed drugs to help me level out, but I didn't use them. I don't know. I don't know about that stuff. I don't, because I didn't use them. But I know as I'm getting healthier, like, my body's feeling better, my mind is clearer, eating healthy foods, working out, taking time for myself. Like, it's helping mellow me out and manage everything. So it's a totality of everything. It's not just one thing. It's all of it. But that's gonna be ingrained in my head as a grown ass woman looking at me and saying I'm not enough. Why am I not enough? You know, and what sucks is, like, then in my head, then the person that I am, then I feel guilty. Like, I feel guilty because then it's like, well, maybe I need to show her um, the love that she wants, even though that's not the love she needs. She needs me to be her friend. She needs me to just love her unconditionally, and I did. And we talked about all kinds of stuff, but you know, and I just told her, I said, whatever, call me when you're sober, and we will talk like real human beings. Um, Call me when you're sober, and we will talk like real human beings. Because that's what you are. You're a human being, and you're more than enough. And I'll listen to you, and I'll talk to you. You can tell me everything. I don't care. No judgment here. I can't judge you. This is the point of all of it. We can't judge any of us. We can't judge each other because we've all done stupid crap. We've all been out there chasing this fake love, or this instant gratification, this animal side of love, which, yeah, it's some of it, but it's not all of it. And then you wake up empty because you still have that void. And it sucks because we don't do it. And I know, like, when I friend zone people, then I'm rejecting them. And then so maybe, you know, that some of my karma was for me to be standing in front of somebody and watch this happen. Watch someone walk away from somebody else, and then someone turn to me and instantly show me the true emotions of what that feels like. Is that I am not enough. And no matter what happens, I cannot make her feel enough. Because what she wanted walked away. And so, whether she wanted me or didn't want me, that's beside the point, because the one thing that she did want in the moment that made her not feel enough walked away. So I don't understand. So I don't know how to deal with that issue, because it'd be like me. The one thing I wanted walked away. I thought I was not enough. Therefore, nothing else in this world is gonna make me feel enough, except that thing that walked away. In the moment, in the short term. Now I understand I'm already enough. All humans are enough, and um, whatever. But I friend zone everybody, so whatever. Who knows? Um, well, not everybody, but most people. I'm trying to work on that. But then again, I don't want to put in false hope either. It's kind of messed up. Whatever. But I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of complicated, I guess. But it's the way I choose to do things. I don't know if it's right or wrong. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just want to help people, man. It just breaks my heart, and then you got a dude who's a gangster, literally been shot multiple times, been homeless, walking around buying Uber Eats for homeless people, and taking off his shirt, literally, and giving it to a homeless man. It's like, that's love, man. It's like we're just humans together, love. Like real love, even in at the darkest time of the night. Well, everyone's just looking for attention and instant gratification and acceptance. And there's still selfless people out there, and there's still love, like real love. Feeding the homeless, and clothing the homeless, and giving them towels and just uses blankets, something, man. And they're just out there sleeping on the damn concrete in the concrete jungle, man. Surrounded by people all the time, yet still alone. Like, how do we fix these problems? Like, how do we fix these problems, man? We're gonna talk to a woman today, and she's like, "Yeah, I mean, I could be homeless tomorrow. Yeah." And I told her the same thing. I said, "I could be homeless too. I almost just welcome that. I'm just so tired of it. So many broken people, man. So many broken and alone people that don't understand that they are already enough. And that all this world and nature is for them. It's nothing but love. We got this stupid world system that blinds us and tells us we're not loved, we're not enough unless we're tall and blonde. Or got the perfect body, or got money, or got nice clothes, and a nice house, and a nice car were already freaking enough, man. Fuck all that other shit, man. It means nothing. Like, I understand money helps ease some of the stress. I get it. But truly tell me, you sitting in the room all by yourself with your stuff, does that really make you happy? Does it make you feel enough? Does it hug you back? Does it listen to you? Does it stare you in the eyes? Does it invoke emotion? Or is it just a cheap piece of plastic that can burn and that you will eventually throw it away or lose it? And it will rot away because it's not love, it's not life. It's not alive. You know, and I still, like I said, I still battle the enoughness. You know, because I don't have a mate. Like, I don't have a partner. You know, and I was talking to a girl today, and I was like, you know what, I always question everything. And I've just questioned, like, maybe I should just go do some hood rat things. Or maybe I should go, this will sound weird, but why not just join the porn industry? Who cares? Go have fun. As much fun as I want. Chase these, be with as many women as I want to be. Like, who cares? Right? Would that make me happy though? No, hell no. I'd probably just wake up and still be alone. Yeah, it would be fun. I would have a blast. But why would I want 10 minutes when I can have eternity with somebody? You know? That's the way I see things. I'll sacrifice, 100 women for one who's enough for me. And all these other women are enough too, but they're living their own life in a certain way and they're still running away because they don't think they're enough. Or everyone's got daddy issues or mama issues. Because at one point in time something happened and it made you question if you was enough for your parents. Like me, I question it, I don't question it anymore, but like, I'm adopted. She kept me for a week. She knew she was going to give me up for adoption, and then she kept me, and then boom, I'm not enough, and she got rid of me. I mean, the decision was harder than that, but like ultimately, like, it's way more complicated, but that's the bottom line. Point blank. In my head, whether it was real or not real, I wasn't enough. Yeah, my life would have sucked probably. I would have been here in America. That's besides the point. It imprints I was never enough. Or that I was a problem. And it's the same thing with divorce. Like, these little kids, I wasn't enough to keep my mom and dad alive. Or I was the problem. I mean, together. I was a problem. I'm not enough. I used to think it was self-worth was the biggest problem in this world. And I don't know, I have to try to decipher the difference between self-worth and enoughness. Self-worth is what you think you are worth. And then that's added up to being enough. So like ultimately you're not enough. You assume you're not enough for other people, and it's mostly because they think the same thing. They're not enough for you either. And it's just a battle of who's not enoughness. And then that's how we gauge our self-worth is that person left me, I'm not enough. My worth must be low. Because I'm worthless. Because if I was worth something, then I would be enoughness. Enough for them to stay. And I mean, I'm sure a lot of people don't, maybe not have this problem. I don't know. People who've been married their whole life. I don't know. I don't know. I don't see it that much. And even in the places I do see people that are still together, like they're miserable. You know, like their life looks perfect. They got the best looking grass, and their kids are dressed to the T, and well, I see past it. It's a facade. It's fake. Behind closed doors, it's a freaking problem. No one's happy. And you trace that back, and each individual person has their own trauma and not enoughness. My dad beat me. I wasn't enough. My dad called me stupid. I was never enough. And your dad, same thing. Is I'm not enough for my kid. Or I was never enough for my dad. And they beat me. And they spit on me. And it's just cycles of that. Over and over and over again. And I'm lucky that I don't have blood around me. And I'm lucky I get to start my own lineage with no other crap in front of me. And I broke cycles. And I'm still breaking cycles that I knew nothing about. And I'm breaking that cycle. I'm not enoughness. My kids are going to damn know that they're enough. Whether they're adopted or not, they are enough. No matter what they do, they are enough. And that's why I can't walk away from one thing and one person. Because she is more than enough. From day one, everyone's enough, man. These other people aren't capable because they don't think that they're enough. Like, how do we change this, Cody? How do you make people understand that this world is for us? The trees are surrendering everything to us so we can breathe, live, eat, make fire. The bees are here to pollinate stuff so they make food and more oxygen. And everything is love. Everything alive is love. Everything green is love. Everything green that's alive, because money is fake love. It's dead. So I'm a dead tree. It's the opposite of love. Man, it takes away free will. Man, I'm watching the grass, the blades of the grass in my field just below. And it's just beautiful, man. Looking swaying, looking like waves. Just rolling with the wind. It's enough. Like, I look at all the grass. The grass ain't talking about it ain't enough. It's just doing what it's supposed to do. Growing. Living through its life and then dying. Understanding that it's enough. Whatever it's supposed to do, it's going to do. It's out of its control. It's already programmed to love. To do nothing but love. And to do its job, whatever that is. Provide us with oxygen. Provide us with food, leaven, whatever. Provide shelter for bugs. It's love. And then you walk the streets one night and just everyone's chasing the same thing, love. But they don't even know what it is because they've never seen it. The only version of love we see is what we're brainwashing ourselves with the TikToks and the Twitters and the movies. It's happy ever after type crap. And that's not real love, man. Love is me battling my enoughness with somebody else who's battling their enoughness. But we're doing it together. It's people wanting to be healthy and truly love themselves and quit using escapes to cover up the real problems that they ultimately a lot of times have nothing no control over. You don't have control over if someone loves you back or not. I lived that life where people loved me my whole life and I didn't love them back. They had no control over that. So I am a freaking monster. And I made hundreds of people feel like they were not enough. And I can't take it back. I'm super ashamed. I'm so ashamed. Because we're already enough. But I didn't think I was enough, so I couldn't return that. But now I know I'm enough. And you're enough. You were born enough. I don't know, man. I'm done. I'm done. But you're enough. You're more than enough. We're all enough. And we're all love. And together we can change the world, man. I just gotta figure out a way to let people understand that they're enough and to believe it. And the only way to do that is to spend time with yourself and start looking at yourself like you're freaking fire, bro. Girl, you're fire. Everything you need is inside you. Yeah, I may be a little crazy. Yeah, my emotions may be bouncing around every now and then. Yeah, I may be bipolar or whatever, all these other mental health things. Who knows? Probably all of them. I don't know. But I'm enough. That's just you. That's passion. That's who you are. You're more than enough for me. You're everything. Humans are everything. They're fire, man. You're more than enough. I'm out. Peace. Love you.